A minute 38 to work with, but here's a turnover. Bélanger with the shorthanded break takes the shot and scores.
You have been with the team now for almost a full season, kind of trickling in on that point. What have you noticed about yourself since you first were traded to Kingston and where you're sitting at now?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of an adjustment at the start because I went from a team of when I played with Ottawa that was a little bit younger and more developing to a team that was ready to win last year, and I fit into like a different role. I was more of a complementary piece with a lot of really good players with me, and then this year it's back almost to how I was last year at the start of the year with Ottawa, when a team that's getting counted out a lot, but we're still a really good team, and we've shown that earlier in the year that we're going to be competitive the whole year around, and I'm excited to be a leader on this team and help this team win.
And at the end of last season, throughout the playoffs, you were kind of gravitating between a defenseman, which is your natural position, and a forward. How does that affect your prep routine? Does that affect it at all?
No, for me, it's like coming to the rink ready to play wherever I'm told to play by the coach. I've wanted to always be a good team player since I've joined the OHL, and just I want to win. And like obviously I came close earlier in my career, and then last year I had a chance and didn't win again. But this year it's another opportunity to just keep getting better every day, and I'm really focusing on a more of a, I've always have, but this year it's really a team mentality where winning's what matters at all costs.
And you just kind of touched on it there. Coach Caputi has touched on it as well, as that ethic that you bring when you're coming into the rink every day, your smile, your drive. Where does that come from?
I think it's just the way I was maybe raised from my parents. I have really two really good parents, and a sister back home too, that just the way I guess I was brought up with them. And I don't know, I'm a happy guy, and I think I'm a fun guy, and I just want to be a good teammate. Like I just want to prove every day, show the right example. Like sometimes like I make mistakes, and I want to be able to show that I'm still going to work hard every game.
You got the chance to see a lot of the rookies last season in those stages getting their legs, and now we're seeing them with their legs and kind of finding that groove that works for them. How does that feel as an older guy on the team?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good that when you see guys now, like some younger players really playing more and having success in those positions, and I think Kingston's really set up well for the future. I know I'm going to be gone after this year, but I'm looking forward to see how well they do, because they have some really good players, but there's also a lot of really good guys, like just good people, and that I think that's also something I wanted to bring to this team. It's just the person is as important as the player, and the community and everything like that, the fans, and I think you got a lot of players here that are going to buy into that, and then Kingston's really set up for the future.
As you're kind of looking back on your OHL career, if you were to kind of talk to yourself now to where you were when you were drafted, what would you say?
I'd say, honestly, like I don't have any regrets with where I'm at right now and what I've done. I'd probably say that I wouldn't have changed anything. I would still play both positions. I still would have probably done a lot of the things I did, the mistakes I made on the ice and like off the ice sometimes when you're young and stuff. I probably still would do the same thing. Like I would just learn from that sort of stuff, right? So I think every day I tried to come in with a good attitude into the rink, and like I said, grow as a person. I think I grew a lot as maturity and work ethic and being a good teammate. And I wouldn't change a thing, to be honest. I would have went with how I did everything.
And one of the things that I hear a lot, I think you mentioned it to me the last time we talked last winter, is don't get too high and don't get too low. Mm-hmm. That's a huge thing in the dressing room. What does that mean to you? Yeah,
especially as an older guy, especially for young guys, a lot of ups and downs in games, in a season, in periods. I think it's more my job to just keep the guys calm, not to, like if some guys are letting it loose, like they're getting a little mad, I got to be a little bit of a calming presence. And also if guys are being a little bit too loose, just to bring guys back to reality. And I think I've done a good job of that this year. And when I leave Kingston, I think my biggest thing I want to do is just look back and say that if there's one player or one person, a staff member, someone that can look back and say that I gave something positive, I left something positive here in Kingston, I'll be proud of myself for that, and that's all I'm looking to do this year.
What is something that you're proud of that you've achieved that you don't get to talk about a lot, whether it's your personal life, on the ice?
Over the course of my career, a lot of the media and stuff like that has highlighted a lot of my dad's work in the military. I'm proud of what he's accomplished, what my mom's accomplished while he was away, and my sister. I'm proud of my whole family and stuff, and I really take a lot of proudness in talking about that. And
that's such a big part of your life. Mm-hmm. How do you think it kind of offers you a different perspective, maybe to a few of the other players that you have on any team or throughout any league?
Yeah, I think it's just from the moving around when I was young to making new friends and just having like maybe growing up maybe a little bit quicker because you're without someone for some part of your life and always going around, you got to mature, and I think I'm super grateful for that, and I try to bring everything I've learned, and I still make a lot of mistakes, and I still like mess up sometimes in life and on the ice and everything like I said, but I think at the end of the day I'm proud of where I'm at, and I'm going to keep growing as a person and also try to win some hockey games here in Kingston and keep doing well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.